Alright guys, massive news today for Zenless Zone 0. As we just got the 2% free drip marketing giving us confirmation on all the brand new characters, we now have new info and updates on the 2% free update and it's looking very hype. We have news on the 2% free banners, more info on the new characters, rerun banners and W engines, plus we also have more info on some incoming events content, and surprisingly, an unexpected character is getting buffed in this update as well. So let's go over all the new 2% free info in this video, and also remember, I'll be giving out a free Zenless Battle Pass in this video, part of the 9k subscriber giveaway. Pretty simple to enter. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and then leave a comment for one entry, and the rules will be down below. Alright, let's not waste any time and get right into it. Starting off with the new update on the 2% free banners. So we already know we have 2 new S ranks and 1 new A rank on the way with the recent official drip marketing, but what about the banner lineup, the order, and the new rerun banners? Let's go over it. So for the first phase, we have the S rank Lucia. Lucia was confirmed due to recent drip marketing. She got drip marketed first, so due to that order, she'll be coming out in the first phase. Now for what we know on Lucia, she is a S rank Rupture support character. For a quick summary of her supportive capabilities, Lucia is going to be providing sheer crit damage and more max HP to teammates, while also doing aftershock damage. Lucia looked pretty good. I did a full breakdown on her kit, so for those that are interested, that'll be one of my latest videos. So that we got Lucia for the first phase S rank, and for the other character, the second character that got drip marketed in the same day, we have the A rank Monato, which means he'll be featured in Lucia's banner as a A rank character in the first phase. For what we know on this character, Monato is confirmed as a Fire Rupture character. My last video, we also did a full kit breakdown on this character, but for a quick summary of what he brings to the game, Monato is a Rupture assist damage dealer, and his gameplay revolves around decreasing his own HP. He enters a limited time heat state to empower all his basic attacks and basically all his attacks in general. The heat state does give him a crazy amount of stats. From what I saw, he nearly gets over 160 crit damage from his kit, so he'll be hitting pretty hard. Now for the rerun we're expecting in first phase, we're getting the S rank ANBY. This will be her first time returning since 1.6. She's definitely due for a rerun, and surprisingly, leakers say she is getting a brand new buff in this patch. She'll be getting a buff similar to what they did with Ellen Joe. Now it does seem pretty fast for her getting a buff, as she only released in 1.6, but it seems they have plans to bring this character into a better spot. So this is what we're expecting the first phase to look like: the new S rank Lucia alongside a new rerun for S rank ANBY, and meanwhile Monato is going to be a featured A rank on both banners. Alright, now to cover the second phase, we have the new S rank Yidari. Yidari got drip marketed second, which most likely means she'll come out for the second phase. For what we know in this character, she is our new Ice Rupture DPS. For a TLDR of her kit, she consumes HP to increase damage. She uses her basic attack to drain her HP. She can also recover HP from her using her EX special. The lower her HP is, the better she will get. Basically, once she's below 50% HP, she gets a crazy amount of buffs, damage reduction, passive healing, and on top of that, up to 80% damage from what her kit looks like right now. Alright, so now for the rerun banner alongside Yidari, we're expecting one of the 1.7 characters to get a rerun, so it would be between the S rank Vivian and the S rank Yugo. Alright, so these are the new updated 2% free banners. Now moving on to the new events and content on the way for this update. We have about 7 brand new events that have been confirmed already, so let's see what they're all about. So here we have the names of all the events that have been confirmed so far for the 2% free beta. We have a Pokemon type event that sounds pretty interesting. We have the 141 store again rerun. We have the photo fight again. We're getting the Lucia TV schedule. We're getting the Voidfront event, the Wild Book event, which is the Exploration Task event, and the Complete Tale/Mini Stories event. Now we're also getting a brand new game mode, which seems to be a permanent game mode called Critical Simulation. This is going to be some sort of stage fight mode. So we have a picture here showing us the final stage of this mode, and we don't have the exact details, but this event seems like it's going to be a pretty big event. We also have new bosses and enemies on the way. So for upcoming enemy analysis, new bosses, enemies in 2.3 appear to have 100 base defense compared to the current base 60 defense for bosses. This results as a defense value of 1,588 at level 60 plus compared to the current 952.8 defense of our highest defense enemies so far. So it seems that the bosses in the 2.3 update are going to be a lot tankier, which might be some bad news. Additionally, we have info for the new weekly boss. It'll have minus 20 either res, minus 20 40 physical res, unfreezable, 42% max anomaly, 100 base defense, and when the other boss has minus 20% ice res, 20% electric res, unfreezable, and 100 base defense instead of the usual 60 defense bosses. But one thing that is cleared up is these bosses are only made for the new mode, and maybe one of these might show up in the Deadly Assault if they choose to do so, but both of these should appear in the new Voidfront game mode, which brings us to the Voidfront mode. We have a picture here about it. So I believe this is a new permanent event called Voidfront. For what this event is all about, it says within a combat node, stages are divided into 3 types. We have the final, pre-battle, and optional. Complete all the pre-battle to unlock the final battle, and of course, since we have the optional, then you're not forced to do so. All you have to do is do the pre-battles to unlock the final fight, and completing the final counts as clearing the combat node. So it seems the 2.3 update will be a little more packed this time around in terms of new events and content. We already have 7 new events confirmed and 2 endgame mode confirmed already. So this patch is looking pretty good already. The last thing we can check out for this video are the new shield defense blessings that are going to be added. We have a look ahead at what they are going to be. So the first blessing is when max HP of the agent is increased by 50% and either damage is increased by 20%. When an agent is with a support character, unleashes a EX special attack, the whole squad sheer damage increased by 15% and attack is increased by 15% for 20 seconds. Definitely tailor-made for characters like Lucia and Minato, as they both want more HP and they do more sheer damage as well. The second blessing is a boost for ice damage and ether damage, so we already know that Yidari is an ice character, so that's going to help her out. So that's most likely going to be in the second phase. And the last shield defense buff is agent with the stun specialty gain a 50% increase to daze multiplier. The agent's sheer damage is also increased by 50%, and when attacking enemies in a dazed state, crit damage is increased by 50%. So those are all the shield defense blessings. They might end up changing it as this is still early info. But yeah guys, we went over all the new updated 2.3 banners, content, events, and more on the way. So let me know, are you guys hyped for this update? Which character are you looking forward to the most? But for now, this concludes all the info for this video. So if you guys did enjoy, make sure to like the video, subscribe, put those notifications on. Don't forget to enter the giveaway, as soon the roadmap got a huge change, so I'll be doing a updated roadmap video very soon. That is all for this one. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.